Well, there are like many of reasons. One, I mean, it was started out with me and Chris. I presented him a script. At first, I said no, but then I met up with some goblin who I met down the road, and I couldn't refuse his offer. I mean, first off, I did refuse the goblin's offer, but at the beginning, he's like, "Will you join the guild?"
I think a lot about the guild. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but it was really my idea. You know, and I had a couple friends, and I thought, you know, maybe they'd be interested in doing some sketch comedy with me. And, you know.
Well, actually, I thought of the name, the Guild. Adam goes around telling people that he thought of the Guild and asked people to join and such. I don't recall so much Adam asking people to join, but I do remember thinking of the name, the Guild.
I don't think about the Guild a lot, but now that you ask, I do. I like the Guild. You know, it's interesting, but it's hard to say. You know, these things are hard to say. You know, it's a lot of concepts you have to apply. I mean, it makes me laugh. You know, these things make me laugh.
And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna join the guild. You're a freaking goblin. Why would I join the guild? And then he followed me when I was walking all the way home from school. I ride the MTA home, and the goblin's one of those little pedestrians who walks across the train tracks trying to stalk other people like myself.
First was Max. I asked him to be a part of it, and he seemed a little annoyed with me. He called me a goblin. I informed him that it was a genetic disorder and he should stop making fun of my voice.
You know, God, I love laughter.
Max, I find Max completely obnoxious and disgusting, and I never want to see him again, even though I will the next time we run the script.
I like laughing, you know, it makes me cry sometimes.
And he was walking home with me, and he's like, "Will you join the guild?" And I'm like, "No, don't you have someplace to be? You're a freaking goblin. Don't you, like, live in a mountain or a cave or something? You're a goblin. Go home."
I asked him a second time, and he said, "Get away from me, you stupid goblin. I'm in the shower."
And then Max. I mean, Max is... I like Max. I think Max is a good guy. Max, definitely, he lacks a lot of things, though. Well, one, he's blind. Two... you know, it's hard. He's also deaf.
And then he wouldn't stop following me, and I went to the shower, and he was looking at me in the shower like I was putting soap on my arms, and then he's just strapped to the ceiling. I don't know how goblins can climb on the ceilings, but he was doing it, and he's like, "Would you like to join the guild?" And I'm like, "No, go away from me. Stop it. I am calling the cops." And I called the cops, and they went up to me and said, "Would you like to join the guild?" It was like a nightmare. Everyone was telling me to join the guild, and finally I had to say yes. And I did, and I'm really, really sorry.
Chris, that hippie, for the life of him, I don't...
You know, makes me think about my mom, you know.
I don't know. He may be able to act, but, you know, I read his script, and...
When I was a kid, my mom used to, you know, feed me meat. You know, I laugh about it now. You know, I laugh about it, you know.
His writing skills leave something to be desired, but, I think he's a good guy.
Mom, why didn't you love me?
Anyway, I don't even know where to start with Lucy. She kind of laughs at me a lot.
I think, you know, she's a bit annoying. I mean,
she kind of started this thing. Apparently I'm, what was it, an antisocial something.
An antisocial kind of lonely artist.
God, I love Lucy.
I don't know, I'm just a bit humiliated that these people were allowed into my establishment.
She's very flamboyant.
Oh, God.
He's so primally sexual.
He's not a people person, and I think I'm not sure, but I've heard things that, like, he talks about us behind our backs.
You know, the sexuality always comes out above anything else.
okay, that's enough. Okay.
Plus his cat's kind of an asshole. Sorry, what?
Sexual. Did I say that right? Sexual.
Yeah, but I joined the guild, and, yeah, I've been writing a few scripts for it, some of which, like The Snakes on the Plane, and all the other ones that will be presented later. Anything else you would like to ask me?
Welcome to the guild.
They're coming for me.